Hi, everyone. Welcome to the official press conference ahead of the Leagues Cup 2023 match between Club Puebla and Chicago Fire FC. Before we get started here with head coach Frank Klopas, I have a couple reminders. Just please remember to silence your cell phones. And if you need any translations, whether you're here in person or on Zoom, there is a live interpreter on the Zoom link. You can go ahead and just log in and check that. We'll begin questions up here in the front.
Thank you. Alex Calabrese, Man in Red. Hey, Coach. Pleasure to speak with you today. Hope you're doing well. What kind of a game are you expecting from Puebla? It's the first time in a while that the Fire have played Mexican opposition in this kind of a setting. And how do you expect them to respond to their big loss last week?
Yeah, I mean, I think I expect them to. It's going to be a different match. Obviously, even when you looked at the Minnesota game, I think they had good moments in the game, and I think they got caught 2 or 3 times in transition moments. And they paid the price, but they're a good team. They're organized. They have quality players. So it's going to be a different game. Obviously, we expect them that to come out and try to get a result here. We look forward to the match. Obviously, it's always exciting to play somebody different other than MLS teams. So that's great for our players. We're home. We expect a good match, and we need a good match to continue to be sharp, so I think it's an opponent. It's a very good opponent. It's a quality opponent with quality players, and we expect a difficult match, and we're prepared in that way.
Hi, Frank. Joe Chats on Tap Sports. Happy Sunday. Curious how you're getting the message across to your players when they have some level of cushion going into this match, given that all that's really needed is a result to penalty kicks. So I'm curious how that approach changes anything, if anything.
No, it doesn't. Just a reminder for me is that you're playing against a very good team, regardless of what happened in the Minnesota game. It's one game. It's off. I think that it's a team that, with, like I said, quality players. They have a lot of pride. They're going to come in here, and it's going to be a different game than the previous one. And for us, it's continue to improve and be better as a team. We will take the game. I know the guys are looking forward to the matchup, and we're very focused. And again, we expect a difficult match, and you can't let relax at any moment, because and when you do that, then you pay the price. We can't look at that. We have a couple goal cushion, and we got to approach the match that way. We just know that it's going to be difficult, and we need to be at our best to get a result.
And will Fede Navarro be available for the club tomorrow?
He will be available. Yeah.
Any other questions in person?
Thank you. Hi, Coach.
Hello.
I'm Jose Aguilera from Liga MX. You talk about that it's different to face a non-MLS team. Talking about that, how do you see this rivalry between MLS and Liga MX that has been growing lately?
Yeah.
And how is it seen here in the United States? How do you see it?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I think in the past, I think, we played Liga MX teams, and when you play in CONCACAF, especially the teams, early in the season for us, I think that there are moments where a lot of the teams, the Liga MX teams now, when we play them, we're in preseason, they're in form. It's a little bit different now because we're playing a team that has played 3 or 4 games, so it's not in preseason. It's always great because I think that's a very good league with quality players, and it's also an opportunity for us every time we play to showcase the league, but also to showcase the players and the quality of players we have. So I think for the players, it's exciting when you play somebody different. Sometimes if, even in our season, if you play against Columbus or you play Cincy, we know the opponent, it's difficult, but it's always exciting when you can face a different opponent, and provides an opportunity for different kind of exposure for all the players. So I think the league here is growing and getting much stronger within every season, and I think you can see that now when MLS teams face Liga MX teams in the CONCACAF Championship games. They're really competitive and tight matches. This is a different format, so it's always exciting now that we can as two leagues come together and play competitive matches that really mean something, you know. So that's the exciting part. It's a great tournament. I think one that the fans will enjoy. Thank you, sir.
We'll go ahead and switch on over to Zoom questions. You are allowed to go. John?
Frank, Puebla's a very technically sound team. They seem like they have a lot of skill in that area, very quick flow passing. Do you feel like that also gives you the opportunity to maybe force them into some turnovers, get yourself some chances at being able to attack them that way? And they also have 60% of the possession against Minnesota. Minnesota make the most of what they have with the ball. So what do you think will be some of the keys maybe that you can be able to utilize your strengths against what I mentioned?
Yeah, I think that game in Minnesota, don't forget that they got an early red card, so I think that, that helped a little bit in the possession stats, but it also helped Minnesota in the sense that, Puebla pushed a lot of numbers forward because they had the numerical advantage, and then Minnesota was able to punish them in transition moments. I think those moments will still be there in the game because I think Puebla, they do play with a lot of their fullbacks, the wingers coming inside, they push their fullbacks really high up the field, and there's moments in transition where you can attack them. We discussed that today. We did a really good job just analyzing Puebla to paint a really good picture to the players. So whether it's transition moments, definitely I think our ability to be in possession, good with the ball, and move the ball quickly. I think the running behind their back line is also a key. Quick combinations. And I think any of those 3 or 4 scenarios that I talked about, but, you can talk about them, but it's just, decision-making of the players on the field. But I think the possession stats were a little bit in big favor for Puebla in that game because they did have that numerical advantage with the red card, So I think, but it's still a team that wants to be on the ball and looks to combine centrally for sure. But they a lot of their play still comes out wide with their fullbacks on the right side. They have in transition, they're very good, especially with this guy Angulo. With his left foot, he's probably one of the most dangerous players when they get in transition moments where he can run in the back line. So we're aware of that, and then we just have to be good at home with the ball. We need to be good in possession. We need to move the ball quickly, and we need constantly to have runs behind and attack their back line.